Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here?
Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not.
As long as you don't hold back.
Waken winds!
Too slow.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos. Yes! Yes! The vessel is strong. My liege.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Waloed.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Try it.
As all the rest.
Joshua!
reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be all right?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. All right?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Cid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind here, I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But you have an idea.
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose he might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself. Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Clive.
What? What happened? What happened? What's going on here? Let me check this app. Let's see what's happening. Come on, thingy thing. The heck? Check this app. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't hear you say the yo. I didn't see that. That's stupid freaking crap. Didn't even showcase that to me.
No. Go on then.
Go on then. Go on then. Let's see. Let's make this.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Oh, that'll work. I got me a whole lot of money. Money for nothing and the checks for free.
It'd better all be here. And be thankful you got that much. Finished, are you?
Yeah.
So what do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
Holy guacamole, I forgot I could reinforce that. Reinforce! Have to... Oh.
No scratches, alright?
Let's do that. Do that. Do that.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, there we go.
Anything else?
Peachy King Jelly Bean Cream, as far as I'm concerned. Run back down up over here.
If it's knowledge you seek.
Hang on a quick second. Why in the world did it not let me play Shiva in that other thing? I don't get it. Piss me off. I don't know, man. They just ain't got enough color with them. So those are gonna be the same. Fair enough. So I found out that Baldur's Gate 3 is going to get a physical release, not the one that I mentioned to you from PlayAsia, but I think Larian Studios is going to release one as well. It's a freaking like deluxe edition, dude, for like $80. Like just buying the game alone would be $70. You pay $10 more to get all the extra crap with it. That looks awesome. But I think it's like, even though the PS5 is like region free, a friend of mine made a valid point. He's like, well, dude, if there's DLC codes in it, he said, we ain't going to be able to probably get access to them unless we ended up making a European account. I was like, yeah, that is a valid point. Everything else will work fine on it, but the codes is a different measure. So, I don't know. I've never tried it before, but that'd just be the first thing that would come to mind.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
Clive is everyone else.
Elite Dangerous. Yeah, I saw that. Came across my
You
name.
lot don't do things by ours,
shit,
do
man,
you?
Pookie.
At least
That's
everyone's
funny.
still breathing. Now,
You done did
as
took
for
me
these
and your daughter
rivals,
out.
I'm sorry to say, Clive, but
You
if you
sorry
had
bastard.
those, you'd be
You son of a bitch.
Sitting under a pile of rubble. I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we got.
That was an awkward
Then
roll.
I'll check the workshop.
Keep up with the dialogue just fine. The only time I let the dialogue just flow like it should is when I'm watching like actual cutscenes that are like really animating. If that made any sense. Ugh. I was wondering if M was gonna pop on, but
If Amber and the Lazarus...
that little shortcake ain't here yet.
Do you
She and I
think
did
this ship
a.
will ever
She and I have done a couple video chats as well. And let's see what's up with her.
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep it.
Spec desk.
What do we have here?
Sid's old pipes.
We've had no word from Canva for days.
Fudge packers.
Please tell me Mid is all right.
She's fine, dude. I was just like talking to her earlier. Chill out.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. What's this? Sid's best invent. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
That's a weird looking sword with a chipped off end like that. I want to know what's up with the daggum airships that fell down so many thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago, whenever it was, and they just appeared up on this planet and they're just ruins.
To do our duty when the hills
Like-
are crawling with them.
Well,
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like tucked away in all the daggum lore that you got to read through instead of it actually being playable or showcasing it in a cutscene in a game. I freaking hate that stuff.
did you find anything?
Some of the more interesting things, like for example, people were talking about how there wasn't any story or anything in Doom. Let's see, it was either Doom Eternal or Doom 2018 or whenever the reboot of Doom came out, and they're like, there's no story in this game. And I'm like, yeah, there is, with like some of the different types of lore and stuff you find. It's quick, you can like read through it, or I think there's like a voice that can read it for you. But it was interesting lore, and I'm thinking to myself, like, that's the only way to find out about this stuff, about the backstory of the world. Why don't you implement it into the game somehow? Why don't you put it... I can't stand when games do that. They want you to read about the world instead of, it's a game, it's interactive. Put it in my face. That's what she said. You know, just let me see it. Let me see it in action. Let me hear it. You know, don't have me have to go through menus to pick out pieces of lore to read or hear something just to be able to get deeper on something that should really pertain to the whole wide scheme of things. It's stupid. It's just laziness.
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a... Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. What's that battered old box?
I think Sid may have...
Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. After the...
Yeah, well, I mean, it's understandable when it comes to the way that it was in the 90s, but given how games are nowadays, from what I experienced in both of those games, or whichever ones where there was a lot of lore in it, I mean, that could have been implemented into it. I mean...
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
I mean, if you want to go with that stupid John Carmack statement that he made, is like, story in video games is like story in a porno or something like that. I'm like, that's a freaking stupid way to end up trying to compare games, and you're comparing games to porn. Like, really? Freaking stupid, man.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely did. It's broken. Except...
It's broken, except when it isn't.
See?
I think there's an old man stuck
And
inside.
you had nothing to do with this.
No, we just wanted to listen to... So we pressed... like this.
Like this.
See?
Yeah, but I kind of feel like if it's dealing with like main characters in the game, that they should really be implemented, or just the overall story of the world itself. Not so much of dealing with just like a bunch of other side characters or side stories, if you will. More so dealing with like the main story.
All too well. All right, out of the way.
If it's interesting, just put it in my face. That's what I say. Well, there she is.
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it. Sid fixed it. He more than fixed it. Yeah, new music.
Never heard this one before.
I started playing when I...
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's in... Sid showed
It
me
is
once
important.
and said as much. Said it was...
Stuff.
Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come.
Give it to Mid and let Mid do something with it, more than likely. You find a daggum piece for a daggum ship and a daggum jukebox. What the daggum is that? Daggum.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies.
One of his
Should we
dinghies?
go after-
No.
Leave that man's dinghy
We're
alone.
not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do his...
I'd rather he did so in bed.
Uh-oh.
His wounds are nowhere near healed.
Oh, she's
much
talking
like
about that. Never
yours, I
mind.
suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver.
Though I may be sometime.
Then at least...
Why in the what? Clive is stupid. He almost died, for crying out loud.
And if that fails...
Until Joshua
try to stay
saved him.
alive,
And Torgal did. I just thought it was...
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Hey, Johnny boy, Granny wanted me to tell you that she wanted to say hey to you, and she's so thankful that you found a church. No, I'm not. Oh, where was I going? He said hello, thanks, and God bless. I think that's all that he said. I gotta look at the rest of the stuff because it's cutting it off on the screen. Yep, that's it. And God bless you. Well, there's a side story. Please, sir, can I have some more bowl? Instead of more bowl. Dude, so now I gotta go kill some more bowls. Y'all ended up changing the daggum name. They used to be called Marlboros or Barrels or something like that, like the Dag Blasted cigarette. And it actually made sense considering the stuff that they would do in battle.
He's a surly soaker.
That's like one of the worst enemies in the Final Fantasy series, like ever. They throw out so many daggum status effects, it's insane.
Cid, do you recall the...
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I fear the soil here does... However...
I can't wait to...
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards. With Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I see.
So I need to go kill one of those to bring their vine back.
And all you need is a...
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice.
I figured.
Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only...
How timely.
Well,
oh, who would have guessed that
I
was
shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do.
I mean, that might be one of those things I might look into doing before I actually like finish the game. Is trying to look through that hunt board for those monsters and stuff to track down, so I can get renowned to go get other XP and money and items and stuff like that. Not like I'll probably need it, but I still want to do it. Might got me some trophies, but then again, who knows what else might happen?
If it's knowledge you seek.
I mean. I wish there was more than one fast travel point around this daggum place.
Cole said it was
and I wish Clive didn't run like he had a load of crap in his pants. Just taking forever to get somewhere. Move! I wish you could, like, super dash. I mean, the dude is like a dominant, he's like a daggum guardian force incarnate. That dude sounded like he was just taking a major dump.
It'll all be over soon.
You're gonna
Can't
die.
keep this up much longer. Glory to Griga.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her
I heard the
latest
word
patient,
dadgum more on here than whole
refused to stop
season of
for a
Beverly
moment.
Hillbillies. That's my word.
Tried
I
offering
like
to
my
see
word.
to him in her Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear...
I know better than to order Tom.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work. Well, my white noise machine came yesterday. That's racist. Why can't it be a black one? Well, because it's the color white and it's called a white noise machine, so shut your face hole. It's got like so many different sounds on it too, dude. I got it within like 2 days, but apparently it was manufactured in China. But it works really well. That thing can get loud too, but like there's a bunch of different sounds on it.
Well, Tyre, Rodrigo, we all admire your dedication.
I will. Until then,
I need
we owe
to
him
get
that
one.
much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But
How would tears help this man?
not my tears. Tears of mercy.
No kidding.
You wouldn't, Ty. There must be something we can do.
Because, like, the thing I was doing to fall asleep at night was instead of having my fan... Well, I already told you all about it. Me turning on YouTube and turning the screen down and letting, like, a 12-hour fan blow the sound of it.
For him.
Sometimes an easy death is you do well to remember.
We have all the ingredients we need for elite. I can make the draft if you can bring me...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent. Bring me one of their eyes. I'll make sure the other...
No, pop his eye out. Speaking of popping, I ended up having another one of those slushy things from that Kung Fu Tea place that I mentioned to you before. And they got those little tiny gel orbs, little gel ball orb things that it's supposed to be like a clear gelatin or something that's like encompassing it, but it's like a fruit type of juice gel that's on the inside. It was really good stuff. The slush was really good. It was a tropical one, but it had those little orbs inside of it too. And I never had those before in a drink, and it tasted really good.
I won't forget this.
Beep bop beep boop. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'll do that like in spring and summer, but like fall and winter when it starts to get cooler, nah. And I don't want it blowing all the time because I don't want it blowing dust. I mean, I do clean my fans, but you know, it's just. That's how I do things. Oh, well, that's the... Oops. Get out the photo mode! Okay, there we go. This is the thing that we're going to down there. I know, but I mean, like, with me staying in the room with it, like, trying to sleep through it is what I mean. I just try to use it to kind of really cool down or something. I don't just let it run and run. I mean, yeah, it's good to be able to fall asleep to, but dude, it's just like, just given my past with it, I'd much rather just be able to listen to something unless I'm feeling warm, and then I'll turn it on. Let it blow on my junk and cool me down. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so that would be the quickest way for me to be able to go then. Okay, well, that's what that's going to be. I think. Oh no. The things are here. I think the things are here. The ether's here, that's for sure. But is there enemies here? Am I going the right way? Yeah. And there goes the retardedness of YouTube, once again, being retarded. We Todd is. We Sofa King, we Todd is. I remember my dad wrote that down and wanted me to read it one day, and I didn't know what it was until I read it a couple times, and I was a kid. I'm like, Dad. He just started laughing. Okay. Goblins. Goblins. What the heck? There we go.
Enrique could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls.
No, you knew they were one of these things. Shut up. Yeah, like Al Bundy's dirty. Newsday. Oh, that didn't work at all. I love it. He just bounced on it. Skip it up, but dud up.
Hopefully one will be enough.
Well, just take them all.
Rodrigo, will have prepared the other ingredient.
They prepared the other ingredients right now. The only thing about the daggum hunt board.
By now.
Hunt board. I almost thought it said hunt board. That's my hunt board right there. It's all the ladies I've been with throughout my life. Anyways, it would have. It would have. I don't know what I was saying anymore. Come on, app. Okay, there we go. My fan ain't running, I ain't sleeping. Dadgum, dadgum. Oh, man. Dadgummit.
Cole said it was an arm.
That's either that or saying penis! I guess that's the more tapered down version. Dadgum penis. Too much Taco Bell to do that to you.
Is this what you need?
Yes, it is. I'm loath to give a patient a single dose, Styles, even though it may be a gentle wait. I wish there was another one.
He gonna die. I reckon that's the only way to do it.
How are you feeling?
Light. Mid-here.
Good. Just relax.
Thank you, Daya.
Well, there's that idea. I done did. I did. I mean, he just gonna did. Gonna did. Did died. No.
He's gone. Thank you. And you, Clive?
Oh, see that.
Properly laid to rest.
The man you helped today was my men back in the Southern Isles. On the front lines of some meaning, I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents. To treat the wounded with my... But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless.
An art we would be lost.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world.
And a kindness Sid would have approved.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched, a commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting moment. I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my friends take something, and we need to be the...
And we will.
I hope so.
Do. Well, there's still nothing for me to get out from this place. Let me see. Show them to me. Show them to me. Unclasp your bra, set those puppies free. Skibidoo. Oh.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
Aine has one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise!
The Starship Enterprise!
Like my dad's engine.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Clive, what do you
To seek
know
out
of
alien
Barnabas Thal?
worlds. To go where no man has gone before.
Only what the bards sing. And he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Hey?
The ship is ready, but hurry!
No.
All hands! Man your stations!
Well, this ought to be fun. 5-party team. Final Fantasy needs to go back to turn-based after this one. They really need to. I mean, I like this one, but it's just bare bones compared to the turn-based. Really. They should have given Clive more powers to use. I mean, more to equip, I should say. Well, it's time for everybody to die. I'm just saying.
Every moment we can give her. Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers. I'll have you know, earth-breaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the twin.
Alright, man. I'll talk at you later. Thank you kindly for coming in.
How are we doing, Mid?
Adios, comatose.
I thought you said that ship was fast.
Once it gets going, well, that takes time. Unless you fancy giving us a push, play the old sack and die. Rules like the compass you carry. With Elsa there, and I'll stand if I'm going first.
Let's try.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain. alive.
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through a Negi's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will fall. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it! Let's do the lot!
For the ship!
Not yet. Wait for my signal. Fire and flame!
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it! Mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Oh, oh. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.